Get another check on Microsoft. It's popping up better than 4% in overtime after posting a beat on the top and bottom lines, with Microsoft's cloud revenue up 23% year over year. CEO Satya Nadella saying in the release that Copilot and Copilot Stack are, quote, orchestrating a new era of AI transformation. Joining us now is Angelo Zino from CFRA. Angelo, welcome. So Azure up 31%, 7 points of Azure growth from AI, up from 6 in the prior quarter. How big of a deal is that to you?
I mean, our forecast was, somewhere between 6 and 8 percentage points. So it was essentially kind of, relatively in line where we expected. But you kind of look at the trajectory here over the last couple of quarters, right? 6 percentage points last quarter, 3 percentage points the quarter before that, and 1 percentage point 3 quarters ago. So the trajectory is definitely going to the right side. You kind of just continue to get more of those GPUs kind of getting installed across their ecosystem, and they're able to charge more for those kind of next gen NVIDIA GPUs, and that's allowing them to really kind of continue to scale up on the cloud side of things. So we don't think that changes here over the next couple of quarters, and as a result, you're going to continue to see an increasing amount of that revenue on the cloud side of things really come from AI.
Angelo, investors might be scratching their heads about how to digest the idea of big capital investment necessary to win in AI. On one side, you've got Alphabet, Google initiating a dividend. And then yesterday we had Meta, Zuckerberg saying, hey, we spend tens of billions, on AI, essentially. So some investors were disappointed. What should investors expect companies to do who are hyperscalers, who are mega caps, to win in the AI era?
Well, I think it's clear what's happening right now, right? I mean, I think if you're a cloud player, you're able to monetize AI a lot quicker than other companies out there, because you're able to kind of, instantly get those kind of, the hardware on that side of things as well as the software. And you can charge up for that, to the enterprise space, and they're willing to pay for that. I think if you're someone like Zuckerberg out there on Meta side of things, you need to continue to, to pay up and invest heavily in order to kind of throw out some services and new capabilities out over the next couple of years that will hopefully allow them to really monetize and generate, more revenue via AI. So, you kind of look at who's got the leg up right now, or kind of, what the template we think right now is in terms of kind of, benefiting from that AI play. It's absolutely on the cloud side of things. And, again, you kind of saw Alphabet's number in terms, I think it was a growth number of about 28% on that side of things. My guess is you're going to see some nice acceleration on, on Amazon's side of things. So really, that's kind of the play right now, where some of those other mega cap tech names are going to have to wait and see in terms of the AI monetization side.
It's like you took the question out of my mouth, Angelo, because Amazon's up 3% right now after hours on pretty heavy volume, presumably because the read through here is that rising tide lifts all boats after 2 strong reads for clouds with both Alphabet and Microsoft today. I also wonder, we were just talking about it before, with the initiation of a dividend at Alphabet, whether Amazon sort of being the lone ranger to not do that, whether that's factoring in or not.
Yeah, no, I think definitely investors were pushing for Alphabet to really kind of announce a dividend here, and they kind of, met that expectation. I mean, it was a very small dividend. I mean, really kind of they're just, they're throwing an olive out there to investors. It's really not going to move the needle much out there, but I mean, it does get some new investors out there, and I definitely think it helps the sentiment out there for Alphabet. I think the biggest takeaway, I think, between both these results here, look at the operating margin expansion that you kind of saw from both, Microsoft and more importantly from Alphabet. I think, that their services business, more operating margin of about 40% versus 35% a year ago. That's some really kind of nice expansion there that they're seeing as they kind of, manage those costs pretty tightly.
We haven't even talked about PCs and rebound in PC demand and the read-through that we're getting to that and the rest of the ecosystem from Microsoft either.
Yeah, no, I mean, and hopefully that's more of a second half thing. And clearly when you kind of look at the calendar here, right, going into May, I mean, May is going to be an important month because you've got Google I/O on May 14th, but you've also got Microsoft's Build Conference on the 21st. And you could potentially kind of get some clarity in terms of kind of what's in the pipeline on that side of things as we go into the second half of the calendar year. But I think stay tuned on that side. There is going to be potential, needle drivers there.